Hi, I'm Jose John Renata. So in this video, I will share you about the project that I made. It's about YOLO V5 series algorithm for fruit identifications. So it's about the class project that I made. So let's begin. So I make the object identifiable by the computer, okay? Because the computer doesn't know the name of its object at the first place. When we were kids, maybe we don't know about the name of the fruit, like what is an apple, what is a color of an apple, or what the characteristic of an apple has. We don't know, and then we get taught by our teacher, uh, or we got told by our parents that an apple is a fruit. An apple has a color of red, and an apple is a have has a round shape like that. Okay, so we gonna teach the computer to learn and know about these names of an object by its name. Okay, so how to make it? First, we need the dataset first, and then we train it with the YOLO, and then we got the computer to know the name of this object. Yeah, an apple. You're right. So here's the thing. There's a 2 point to make it. First, we need the dataset first, and then we train it with the YOLO. So what are we gonna do? Of course, we make the dataset first. So to make it dataset, I'm using the label image. The dataset is the main material thing to training, okay? Because we cannot do the train without the datasets, okay? So you can create your own datasets, or maybe you can search the dataset that has been created by someone on the RoboFlow, on the Kaggle. But in this project, I made my own datasets with the label image. Label image is image annotation tool created by Zootalin, or in other words, the labeling tool for images. Or in other words again, it's a graphical image annotation tools. So I do the labeling image. For example, this is my image, uh, and then I make the bounding box to the object that I want to make a datasets. So I make the bounding box to my apples, and then I give a class to my apples. Since it is an apple, of course the label is an apple. If it is a banana, of course the label is a banana, like that. So when we when I do the labeling image, I got the values like this on the file txt. So what is it means? So this the number of the classes. We can look at this the class, the name of the class. There is an apple, grapes, orange, mangosteen, and strawberry, and it starts from index 0. Okay, so of course the apple is 0, grape is 1, orange is 2, mangosteen is 3, and strawberry is 4. Okay, the apple is 0, of course the number of the class is 0. And then there is a coordinates to make the bounding box. So it starts from these two values. Okay, this is the x, this is the y of the images. Okay, the x and y make these nodes, and then these values make the length of this line, and this value make the length of this line. Okay, and then what about this? Okay, uh, this node is made from this node and this node that comes up together and automatically make this node. Okay, so that's how I make the bounding box by the coordinates. So I do all the labeling image to my image, to all my image. So I have 250 images, and I do all of them. It means I have 250 labels, and when we sum it up, it's about the 500 files on my datasets. Okay, so I do all this. Okay, there's an apple, strawberry, mangosteen, orange, and grapes. Okay, so the dataset is ready now. After that, we do the train. Okay, before we train, I'm gonna explain you what the YOLO first. Okay, YOLO is made by Ultralytics. It stands for you only look once, and it's a vision AI method. Okay, vision method is like object detection, object recognition, object classifications, or maybe tracking that has any to do with the visions. Okay, YOLO can do that. We can look at these graphics. This is the graphics of the quality on each model of YOLO. We can see there is a YOLO V5N, S, M, L, and extra. Okay, N it stands for nano, S is for small, M is for medium, L is for extra large, and X is for extra large. Okay, at this graphics we can see the better model we use, the better performance we can get. Okay, we can, for example, YOLO V5X has the highest performance among all these yeah, model. But of course, the speed of the process becomes low. Yeah, but it's okay. And then there is a performance on this model of YOLO by the tables. Yeah, we can see there is a size. It means the size of the images when we do the train. So when we do the train, the images of this, the size of the images becomes the 640. Yeah, this is the same among all these models. And there is MRP fall. MRP fall is a mean average precision validation. There is a 50 and 90%. This is about the threshold. Okay, the threshold on this MRP fall is about 50 until 50 to 95%. And there is a MRP fall that just one threshold. That's just 50%. And then there is a CPU, speed CPU when we do the train, batch 1 by milliseconds. And there is a GPU, speed of GPU V100 batch 1 by milliseconds too. And there is a, this is the same too, but the difference is the batch 32. Okay, and there is a parameters in millions. So for example, there is a YOLO 5N has 1.9 million parameters. That's a lot. Okay, and there is a floating points. So the floating points is like the computational cost when we do the train. Okay, like I said before, the better model we use, the better performance we can get. For example, YOLO V5X has the better performance on the MRP fault among all these models. Okay, yeah. And next, there is a architecture of the YOLO. Okay, there is a backbone, there is a panel, and there is an output. On this architecture, it means the backbone is used for extracting features on the image, and the panel is for the training. So the features on the image is get trained, and then the output is take it to output. Okay, for example, these images, okay, my data sets is get processed by this architecture. It starts from the backbone. Okay, the backbone is extracted all my data sets to get the features, and then the panel is training all the features, and then we got the output like this. Okay, we got this output. So from this image to this image, we can see that the computer now can identify this object as an apple by 90%. Yeah, so we do the train. Okay, train with YOLO V5 with the nano, small, and medium. I'm using three series. Okay, so the computer know the object by its name. So before we start the train, we set some files. For this sample, I set it file Python file to set the train set and the test set. Okay, what is it for? So to we set the train set by 70% and the test set for 30%. Okay, the train set is for the training, of course, and the test set is for the testing. Is the label is the model can guess it right or false. Yeah, so you can see the code. There is a directory, the path data. The path data is for where is my data sets is located, and there's a percentage. I set it by 30, and of course the remains it will be the 70%. And then I create the two txt. First is train buah.txt, and then the text buah.txt. Yeah, the train.txt. The inside of the txt is like a directory of all the image my datasets. Okay, and then I make the YAML file. So YAML file is like the bridge between the computer and YOLO to train. So we should make the YAML file first. So in the YAML file, we can see at this code. First, we set the path, where is my dataset is located, and then we set the train, we set the test buah, like test set, and then we set the classes, the number of the classes and the names. I have 5 classes, and the 5 classes is apple, grapes, orange, mangosteen, and strawberry. Yeah. So we do the train now. So this is the image when I do the train. I set it to 50 epochs. That it means the training do 50 times. And this is just one epoch. Okay, this is just one epoch. And I seen this image by 50 times. Takes a long time. Okay, takes so much time. And after the train, we got the result of like this. This is the visualization data about the train. Maybe you can see the text, but I'm gonna explain with the simple terms. This is the confusion matrix. This is the confidence curve. This is the precision recall curve. This is about the precision and confidence curve and recall confidence curve. This is about the bounding box. Okay, this is just the visualization data. But of course, we kind of easy to look at this all visual data. So I make the summary about this result like this. Okay, this is the summary that I made. So let's take a look for an apple. Okay, an apple has average precision by 80%. Okay, 80% is pretty high, but I hope I have 90%, but it's okay since it is a YOLO V5N is the smallest models, and you can see at this YOLO V5M M is for medium, and we can see the average precision is, yeah, it's good. It's 90% of an apple, 90% of the grapes, 80% of orange, 70% of mangosteens, and 60% of strawberry. Yeah, it's okay. And then we can see there's a validation. Yeah, the validation is like for the testing. Yeah, the MLP is kind of low. Uh, is if they compare to the training, but it's okay. We can see an apple have MRP 70%, grapes 70%, and so forth. Okay, yeah, there's a summary, and we did it. We have the model now. Okay, we have the model, and we're gonna use the model to computer to identify the object of the fruit. Okay, so let's test it out. So this is the result. We can see these apples is recognized, this object recognized as an apple by 90%, and this is for 60%. I think this is 60% because the image of this apple is kind of cropped off by of this apple. Yeah, get the collapse. Okay, to get the collapse crops. And then there's an orange, strawberry, grapes, mangosteens, and this is, whoa, this is this an apple has a 100 precisions. Okay, this is good, perfect, identifiable. Okay, yeah, this is good. And this is another result. Okay, about the mangosteen, like 90%, 90%, 90%, 90%, strawberry 90% and 30%, and so ever. And this is another result too. 60%, apple 90%, strawberry 80%, and so ever. Yeah, we can see now the computer can guess the fruit right. Okay, now the computer can know the name of the fruits of an apple, grapes, orange, mangosteen, and strawberry. Yeah. So comes to conclusion on this project. First, we make the model to know the object kind of fruit. Okay, that's the purpose of this project. And then the second is the dataset, and YOLO is mainly needed because we cannot do the train without the dataset, or we can just have the dataset without the train. We cannot do that. So the dataset and YOLO mainly needed. And then there's labeling tool image. You can create your own dataset. You can create your own datasets, or you can search the dataset that has been created by someone, maybe on the Kaggle or on the RoboFlow. There's a ton of dataset, you can use it for free. And then there's a YOLO vision AI method that can be used, and anything that has to do with the visions. So like the object recognition, object classification, tracking, uh, detection. Yeah, the YOLO can use for that. Okay, so that's my project. Yeah, I hope this project can kind of useful for you. See you next one. Bye. Thank you.